What's up, guys? My name is Solus Baby, and yesterday we got a little bit of an Anthem live stream from the developers. They went over a lot of really cool information, as well as going on to break down the roadmap that they gave us not too long ago with the 3 little sections of the act that we're getting at launch. They're calling Anthem's content acts. So this is basically their version of DLCs from everything that I'm understanding and everything that they're talking about, though they are saying DLCs and acts in 2 different sentences, so there may still be DLCs for us to download as well as acts for us to play. Acts are going to be their free content that they're giving to us at launch and further on down the road to keep this live service up to date. So, first thing I want to clear up for you, and this is the first thing that they talked about on the stream, was Anthem Early Access. That's going to be on February 15th at 9 a.m. Central Time. Now, the stipulations on that are, if you are an EA Access or Origin Access Basic, you will only be able to play Anthem in Early Access as part of a 10-hour trial. However, Origin Access Premier subscribers will gain access to the full game on this date with no time limit, so that is when you will be able to play this game. So, that's what you guys get there. But what we really want to talk about today is the acts breakdown of everything that we're getting at launch and how it compares to regular games just at launch without all these acts and subscription-based and stuff like that. So, first up, we have Evolving World. They go on to say, Anthem is a dangerous world, constantly evolving, constantly changing. This is the introduction of world events, challenges associated with events, small things that most frequent players are going to be able to notice more. Basically what this is launch. That's a fancy way to say, this is the start of Anthem. So you will be introduced to everything that Anthem will have to offer for you, as well as things moving forward, little subtle details that you'll be able to pick up on if you are a hardcore RPG fan and stuff of that nature. The second one is Stronger Together. This is where they implement social constructs, which is what they said. I'm taking the words verbatim. Introduction of leaderboards and competitions, guilds and leaderboards. Guilds are Anthem's versions of clans from everything that everybody is able to gather right now. The content on the leaderboards will be able to be revealed later, but there is possible weekly, monthly, and all-time leaderboards for guilds. They're equating their leaderboards mostly on power level. So you saw in the beta, the upper right-hand corner, whenever you were in the Forge mode, you could see your Javelin's power level, and that's what you'll be comparing against your friends. I assume increases and stuff like that. They don't give a whole lot of details, but that's what they're comparing there. Now, to me here, this Stronger Together act thing, this is kind of weird, because this is something that should be in the game at launch. There's no reason to make such a big fuss about it. I don't understand. Plenty of games have a leaderboard action, guys. Like, pretty much all of them have a leaderboard concept of some form or fashion that's available at launch that didn't need a, oh, hyped up launch for. I don't understand why they're doing it this way. It's just, I don't know. It seems to me like since this is free content, they're kind of pushing it a little bit farther than it needs to go, because they're not actually making you pay for it. They're making it seem like more than it is. I don't know. It's take that how you want it, but that's what it feels like to me. Cataclysm. Aspirational content. This is what they refer to as raids. They don't want to say raids, but this is their stuff that you're going to schedule with your friends, the hardest stuff in the game, and it's going to reward you with the most powerful loot that they have to offer. They're going to share more information on the Cataclysm later on to come, but they're putting on a lot of hype about the Cataclysm, and basically, this is going to be your end game level material here, is the Cataclysm. The strongholds, free play, missions, that's all going to be stuff you're going to be able to do to build your character up enough to be able to do the Cataclysms at all. So, that's the main part of this first act, is the Cataclysms. And from there, they're going to be able to push into future content to come. I assume that the Cataclysm is going to have kind of like an ending, similar to raids as other games go, and you're going to be able to see what Anthem is going to have in store for you later on down the line. I also wanted to talk about one more thing that they did finally comment on, which was PvP in the game. Somebody asked them the question, hey, if Anthem had PvP, what would it look like? What would you need to change as a developer to make PvP work in a game like Anthem? And basically, they went on to say, I'm summarizing here, they would need to figure out a way to make it as fair as possible, because none of the javelins are balanced against each other right now. The benefit of not having PvP in this game is that they don't have to worry about balancing the javelins and weapons against other people. They don't have to worry about a person being on the receiving end of any of the abilities and any of the weapons that are being used in Anthem right now. So, basically what they go on to say is if they did Anthem with some PvP, they would make a mode where everybody had to be the same javelin, perhaps, gear would be restricted, perhaps, and things of that nature, and that's basically just doing PvP for the sake of doing PvP. And while all this makes sense, I really don't think PvP has any place in this game, and I hate to say that because I'm a big PvP player, but it just doesn't make sense for a game like this to make a PvP subsection, basically. It doesn't fit in here, really. Nothing about this to me screams, I want to use this against another person. I don't think any of the javelins spit out to me as being, hey, this is kind of a neat little PvP build, except maybe the Interceptor is probably the closest thing we would have to a regular first-person shooter, slice and dice kind of character, even though this is a third-person shooter gun. I think you get where I'm going with this. None of them just scream, hey, I really want to do PvP with these guys. It's not like Dota or League of Legends, where looking down third person, you'll be able to spam abilities and use a healer class. It just doesn't make any sense to me that they would put PvP in this game. So, more than likely, though, the way that they spoke about PvP, it's not coming. They were pretty much just hypothesizing with everybody. I really don't think they have any plans to put PvP in this game, and that is a very good thing. So, in summary, that is everything that they broke down little by little about the axe. I don't think we're going to get very much more information about this, so feel free to refer back to this video. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment underneath this. Like this video, it helps me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel for more future Anthem content. And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.